MVP Rousey versus Carano is taking place in Inglewood, California on May 16, 2026. Today, I'll be giving you guys my full card predictions for the MVP card. Now, I will say this is actually a pretty easy card to predict, in my opinion, though there are going to be some upsets, I believe. Whatever, let's just get started. If you guys enjoy the video, please like, subscribe. It means a lot to me, and I hope you guys enjoy. Boom. Alright, for the first one, we have Chris Avila going against Brendan the Human Highlight Reel Jenkins. Buddy, you're not just engaged. You watch, shut your mouth, kid. But Brendan Jenkins should win this pretty easily, and I think he'll win this by decision. He's just a high level of competition. Most of his losses do come by decision, so I am a little scared that if this does go to the scorecards, but this guy's 8-9, he's not good. At least Jenkins was like in the UFC for a little bit, like even though he was 0-2, but like at least he was able to get onto the UFC. There's not really much to say here. I don't really know these fighters. These are low level fighters. They're kind of a mirror matchup, but he is 2 inches taller with a little more experience in my opinion. Even though he is 16-11, he has much higher level losses, and this guy's a regional bum who hasn't fought MMA since 2021. So give me Brendan Jenkins. I actually do believe he could be a parlay piece, and I think he will win this pretty easily. For the next one, we have Aline Pereira going against Jade, Evil Smile, Mason Wong. I'm not sure if this is actually Pereira's sister or not. Wait. No, this is his sister. Wow. This is Alex Pereira's sister. Oh, damn. Fuck. Alright, Alex Pereira's sister is going against Jade Mason Wong. Canadian fighter, 3-2, going against Pereira's 2-2. Wow, interesting. Also, Helen Peralta, mid fighter, not even that good. Jason Bowers, both in 2023. She did beat her 4-2. Pretty impressive, actually. Yeah, even. Yeah, I think she beats Jade Mason Wong. Most Canadian fighters aren't good, and the last time she fought in MMA, it was in 2020, and it was Jamie Lynn Horth, who is a fucking fraud, and she's on my fucking ban list. Holy shit, you fucking suck. But realistically, these are pretty decently high level losses. If we are being real, these are decently high level losses. She's kind of been doing pretty decent in bare knuckle boxing, and she's coming here to do MMA, even though she hasn't done MMA for 5 years. I could actually see Jade Mason Wong winning. I can't lie. If Aline Pereira, I have to rewatch this thing with Aline Pereira versus Nejra Rep, but she is the sister of Alex Pereira, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna go based off of that. Give me Aline Pereira to beat Jade Mason Wong, and I think she could low-key knock her out. I can't lie. She's not that durable. Like, we're getting TKO'd by Jamie Lynn Horth, eh? My God. Okay, she knocked out her. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Alright, someone I actually know. David Mogyan going against Albert the Belazine Warrior Morales. Now, David Mogyan is actually a pretty good fighter. Had a competitive fight with Tommy McMillan, and he arguably beat him. Got a good win on the regional scenes over Javier Garcia, and he's a pretty good all-around fighter. Good striker, decent wrestling. He's just a good fighter all around. While this literal nobody had a split decision with Johnny Reblis. Like, brother, who are you, brother? Brother, who are you? But he's an okay regional guy. He's not that good. He lost to Javier Garcia. David beat him, so put 2 and 2 together. MMA math. Boom! Deservingly is minus 550. He's leagues above Albert Morales. And I think he's going to go on a little streak on the regional scene. And then he will eventually come back to the UFC and probably be like a decent, like, not a contender, but like outside of the rankings contender. Kind of something like that. This is honestly a parlay piece. He's basically a lock in my opinion. He's much better. It's kind of a mirror matchup size-wise, but 34 years old going against 21. I think David is actually a pretty good fighter, and I'm very confident in him. Alright, for the next fight, we have Jason Jackson. Jason, the ass-kicking machine Jackson, going against Jeff Jazzy Creighton. Now, Jason Jackson's win over Yaroslav Amosov is aging amazing. It is aging amazing. What Yaroslav Amosov did to Joel Alvarez, I did not picture that in my head once. Like, I always pictured, like, that type of finish, and I never thought anybody could do it, but he did it. And holy shit, did he do it in fashion. My God. Jason Jackson's pretty good. He's a good striker with a good takedown defense, and it showed in his fight. Never been submitted, and he had a very close fight with Tadjin. Arguably, no, he didn't arguably beat him. I think Tadjin obviously won that. But he's a very, very good fighter. Going against, who are you again? Jeff Creighton. He was on the Ultimate Fighter, then ended up coming to the UFC and got a recent win over Diego Bianchini, who's fighting on LFA 233. No, three. Who fucking knows, bro? But he's actually a pretty decent regional guy. He's not that bad. But he's going against a different level in Jason Jackson. If he beats Jason Jackson, he's a real prospect to watch out for. But he's not going to beat him. Jason Jackson has the reach and height advantage as usual. He's a pretty good fighter. He's a good all-around, mainly primary striking. And he's going to beat Jeff Creighton. And I think he gets by decision, as you guys can see over here. If you guys want, all my picks are literally just posted up here. So literally just like pause the video and just take them all. Who gives a shit, right? Alright. For the next one, we have Adriano Mikindo Moraes going against Fumi Turbo Nkuta. Now, this is an interesting fight because Adrian Moraes is actually a very well-known fighter who had like the infamous knee knockout against Demetrius Johnson. Then Demetrius Johnson got it back against him, one of the most memorable knockouts ever. So yeah, he's a very good fighter. Did recently get knocked out by Yuya Wakamashita, who we did see lose recently on the One Samurai card against some random daggy. It was pretty good though. I can't even blame him. But really good fighter, really good losses, and he's a high level fighter. Going against Fumi Nkuta, who is a really high level grappler, 11-0, kind of reminds me of Tommy Gant, who is fighting this week. But he's a really high level grappler, and he has some decent hands. Doesn't really have knockout power, but he will throw hands if he needs to. He's mainly going to try to submit you or take a decision. And it's going to be an interesting thing with Adrian Moraes because he isn't a grappler. He's old, but he will have the pretty sizable size advantage against Fumi Nkuta. So this is going to be interesting. -100, I don't really vibe with that. I think this should be pick'em odds because they're forgetting how good Adrian Moraes is, and he can honestly steal this from Fumi Nkuta. But I do believe the grappling disadvantage is a little too big for me. I think Adrian Moraes is more known as a primary striker. He's a grappler, eh? Wow. Oh my god, bro. My ball knowledge just fucking leaked right there, bro. I swear he was a striker. Maybe it's just because his knockout against Demetrius Johnson, but... Wow. This is going to be interesting, eh? Wow, Adriano Moraes is actually live for an underdog. I'm still going to go with Fumi Nkuta. I think he's actually a pretty high-level grappler. And if he wins this, holy shit. He better get signed to the UFC or go into the Contender Series this year. But my pick will be Fumi Nkuta, and I think he's going to win this by decision. Alright, for the next fight, we have Namo, grandson of Saladin Fazil, going against Jake the Barbarian Gabian. Quite interesting, actually. Namo Fazil, 9-1. His only loss is against Muhammad Al-Karask, who is 10-1. Pretty good loss. Been doing pretty good for himself on the regional scene. I'm going to say regional scene because he's not really any promotions except for one championship that I actually know. Or UAE, but UAE isn't a pretty good promotion. Been doing pretty good. Recently knocked out at 7-0. He's been looking pretty good for himself. And Jake Bleon. Just a can crusher. He's not really that good. Anytime he goes against someone half decent, my god, he's not that good. Okay, holy shit. I'm not even going to stay tuned on this one. I think Namo Fazil wins this pretty easily. This is kind of a mirror matchup, but Fazil is leagues better than this guy. Like, leagues. I picked him by decision because this guy's never been knocked out, but I can't see knockout. I'm just going Namo Fazil. Moneyline, it's actually pretty good money, in my opinion. I think he wins this pretty easily, and I'm going to pick Namo Fazil by decision. Alright, starting the main card, we have Junior Cigano dos Santos going against Robelis, the big boy, Despine. Now, Robelis Despine was in the UFC, but he lost to Austin Lane, man. Austin Lane. Oh, did this loss age horribly. My god, bro. You let Justin Taffa knock you out. Shibai, man. Louis Sutherland would have killed him. But yeah, that is not the greatest loss to have, and I don't really like that a lot. And you're going against Junior Dos Santos, who's an old unk, but he might be good enough to beat him. He might be good enough to beat him. These are very high level losses, bro. Like every single one of these people would kill Robelis Despine. Even this guy, bro, he would probably kill him as well. Like, this guy would probably kill him as well, bro. Holy shit. He should not be a -3. Hell no, he should not be -3. Fuck no, he should not be -350. He should not be -350. He's kind of on a crazy losing streak. He hasn't done MMA for 3 years. You got to pick Robelis Despine because he has been a little more active. He's 40 years old. And he has a crazy height and reach advantage. Give me Robelis Despine. Whoa. I picked Dos Santos? We're fixing that right now. Okay. All right. For the next one, we have Saladin Parnis going against Kenny the Boss Cross. I mean, nothing really to say here. Saladin Parnis is gonna be better everywhere. He's the better striker. He's the better striker. He's the better grappler. He's a better wrestler. He's better everywhere. He has better submissions. He has better submission defense. He has better striking defense. He's better everywhere. He is the better fighter here. Period. That simple. This is a mismatch, the greatest mismatch of all time. Oh my god. He's pretty decent on what? XFC? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Oh my god. Saladin Parnis dominated the KSW, and for some reason he didn't want to go to the UFC because he didn't want to get fucked. But so whatever, he's on the MVP card. He should win this pretty easily, and I think he'll win it by TKO. As on over there. Yeah, this is just a crazy mismatch. I'm surprised that this is even a fight, bro. This is a murder right here. Alright, for the next one, we have Francis the Predator Ngannou going against Philippe Monstro Lins. I mean, Francis Ngannou is one of the scariest heavyweights to ever touch the face of this planet. If he ever connects on your chin, dead, bro. My God. Like, I know what I just did there was lame, but is it lame when I'm talking about Francis Ngannou? Like, I don't even know, bro. Because I actually have pretty close birthdays, which is kind of cool, I guess. But Felipe Lin's actually been looking pretty good recently. I can't really say recently because his last one was against Ian Kulaba, who actually did get a pretty dominant win over Umar Sy, going against Navajo Sterling. Navajo Sterling might win this, but it will be close. I think it'll be split decision. Francis Ngannou, eh? One of the scariest strikers of all time. Never been knocked out, never been submitted. Okay, this one, I'm not counting this one. His only lost decisions in his MMA careers. A plethora of round 1 knockouts, even round 2. I mean, beats Sirogan, beats Stipe. I mean, brother, what do you want me to say, brother? He's literally one of the greats, and he easily be a runner for. But that's not aging that well because he just lost certainly against Sergey Belostenini. I don't know. We'll see, but I don't think Felipe wins this at all. I think he's gonna get knocked out, especially since he got knocked out by Tanner Boser, eh? Like Tanner Boser. He's a pretty chinny guy. Most of his losses are by getting chinned. I'm pretty sure one of them he did get injured. Yeah, knee injury over here. But still, he's kind of a chinny guy. He's not very high IQ in my opinion. He did beat Ian Cutelaba, but Ian Cutelaba's not crazy high level. He's not Francis Ngannou level. So I think Francis Ngannou is going to take the W here. He's, fuck, man, 30 pounds heavier. Oh my God. He's going to catch a body. He is going to catch a body. If Felipe Lins wins this, holy shit. Greatest underdog pick of all time, because I just don't see it. I really don't. I'm going to go Francis Ngannou. I'm going it by KO, of course. Is this a 5-rounder? Yeah, it is. Wow, GG's. Good luck, bro. All right, for the next one, we have Nate Diaz going against Mike Platinum Perry. Now, Mike Perry recently did get a knockout win over Jeremy Stevens, but that did not age well. He literally got easily put down by King Green, so I do not rate that at all. He got knocked out by Jake Paul. Went on a pretty decent run in bare knuckles, and then he got beat by D-Rod, and to me, it's like, he's a UFC level fighter, but he's not Nate Diaz level, and that's why I am picking Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz is actually pretty good fundamental fighter. He has good boxing, decent grappling. He can incorporate it when he needs to. Almost knocked down Leon Edwards, who is a little chinny in my opinion, and he got a win over Tony Ferguson, as everybody has. He's a good fighter. I think he's a level above Mike Perry. Mike Perry isn't that impressive to me. I actually like plus 145 on Nate Diaz. I think this will be like a you must forgot moment. You know what I'm saying? With the height and reach advantage, even though he is at a 8 years age gap, like it would have to be like 43 or 44 for me to actually pick Mike Perry. Mike Perry isn't that good. He's not a UFC fighter. He was in UFC, but he wasn't that good in the UFC. He went 7-8. Okay. Yeah, he's not that good. Like, Jeff Neal killed you? Shut the fuck up. Like, oh my God, bro. Max Griffin killed you. Like, he was good back then. He was good-ish back then, but right now he's victim weight, brother. D-Rod beat him. Fucking D-Rod. And he beat Kevin Holland, but that was a little fluky in my opinion. But yeah, I'm going to go Nate Diaz, and I think Nate Diaz will team the decision. I don't think anybody here is getting knocked out, especially not Mike Perry. And Diaz is a good chin, and people are actually picking him by knockout. But, like, brother, he won't get knocked out, eh? He's got a good chin on him. And Mike Perry, eh? Like, you also got a good chin on you. You have knockout power, but I don't think you'll get the knockout on Nate Diaz. And I'm going to go Nate Diaz, and I think he actually might be able to get the submission here. Nah, I'm going to go decision. I think he'll get the decision, but the submission is pretty live here against Mike Perry because Mike Perry doesn't have the greatest submission defense. He's got submitted once, has 0 submissions. He's literally has like 0 grappling. But yep, I'm gonna go Nate Diaz, and I'm gonna go Nate Diaz by decision. All right, now for the main event, we have Ronda Rousey going against Gina Conviction Carano. Holy shit, she bad as fuck. Ronda Rousey's ugly, but you, my fucking god. Amazing losses against Chris Cyborg, by the way. She's one of the greatest. I think she is the greatest female fighter of all time. She's still doing it till today, eh? My god, she's genuinely the greatest female fighter of all time. It's not even close. Kelly Harrison's not on her level. But wow, bro. Holy shit, you're beautiful. But Ronda Rousey, ugly, a very good ground game, elite ground game, obviously. Got knocked down in the last two losses against Amanda Nunes and Holly Holm. Quite interesting. She was obviously a dominant champ in the UFC until she got fucked twice. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna quit. Like, shut up. Oh my god, but you get 2 losses and you want to quit? Like, brother, come on. But I do think the submission is live here for Ronda Rousey. We haven't really seen the ground game of Gina Carano, and I don't believe she is going to be training it, and I think this will be an early submission for Ronda Rousey. I want decision. Fuck that shit. I only want decision because I thought she was bad, but hates me to do that, bro. She's so fucking bad. But yeah, I'm going to go Ronda Rousey. She's just a level above. Gina Carano isn't that bad, especially in the striking. If this stays striking, it's going to be a knockout by Gina Carano because Ronda Rousey's chin is chinny. She has one of the most glass chins ever. She's 44. She's 39. Pretty evenly in the high end reach. She's had more plastic surgeries than actual time in the octagon. More hours in the plastic surgery thing than more time in the octagon. So you can't really pick her, even though she is pretty bad. But yeah, I'm gonna pick Ronda Rousey. I'm gonna pick her by submission. I just think she's a level above. Gina Carano's bad, but she's also bad at fighting. See what I did there? Thank you. All right, but that'll do it for all my picks for MVP Rousey versus Carano. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and do all the good stuff. I hope you guys have a good day and God bless.